Fantasticks is a great story. It starts with two kids who are in love and a couple of fathers and a wall that's built between their houses. And we then discover that the fathers built the wall in order to make the kids want to be together even more. So when you tell your kids that they can't have something and they want it more, that's what the wall is for. And the fathers bring along a professional abductor, a man named El Gallo, who is going to help them resolve how this wall is in between them, and the boy is going to be a hero and he's going to save the girl from the bad guy, and they're all going to get together and they're going to get married, and it's going to be a totally happy ending and it's going to be awesome. And that's Act 1. In the second act, we come back and we spend time with these characters who thought that their lives, they thought they got everything that they wanted, and then they discover that everything you think you want isn't necessarily what you want, and it's not even necessarily what you think it is. And that the children have to go out into the world, and they have to have independent journeys and have experiences and discover things about pain and discover things about loss. And the fathers have to experience that too, in order for everybody to really want to be together and on their own terms with each other and find a kind of happiness that comes from experience, not just wanting. There's two things in the show. Magic, they talk about magic. They talk about illusion. They talk about how something can look so incredibly beautiful, and then you discover that it's actually just a painted little thing. Or something can look like a great love story, a great, perfect romance, and then you find out that it's kind of hollow on the outside. I wanted to figure out how to bring that into the production, and I also wanted to figure out how to really take the audience back to a place of wonderment. And all that led me to seeing that the show could take place in a kind of carnival or amusement park, but one that was clearly left behind and forgotten. There's a park for me in Rhode Island called Rocky Point, that's that kind of park, a place where once upon a time people went there on a Sunday afternoon and rode rides and played games, and it was great. And at a certain point, it shut down. So that's the world that this play is set in. And we enter into this world of this shut down amusement park that then comes back to life for these characters, and it comes back to life through theater and storytelling, and also through magic and surprise, and then when it's over, it goes back to sleep again. I think it's really exciting to take a story that everyone has an impression of and give them my impression of it, which they can take in for the first time and see it in a way that is new and surprising for them. That's the way a show like this works. It's in the memory, but it can be transformed. And I find that the only challenge to that is really, it's a bit of a leap of faith. It's remembering that people come to the theater in order to actually see a story. They don't come to the theater to see a memory. They don't come to the theater to see a film. They come to see something happen live with people. And that's what's so great about what we do. So when you remember that, then you just know that you're gonna tell a story. And you have a script and it has great words, and you put it up there the way you see it, and it will be different, but you don't worry about making it different or making it unique. It will be, because these people are unique, and I'm unique, and this theater is unique, and this audience is unique. It does kind of happen all by itself. The Fantasticks is a story that has just lasted. It's lasted. And that happens with really great, universal, true stories. So the idea that we want to be happy. We all want to be happy. Human beings want to be happy, right? That's just what we want. And we also are going to have to struggle in order to get there. You're going to have to go through hard stuff in order to get really to the good stuff. That's what the Fantasticks says, and that's absolutely 100% true. And that was true 40 years ago, and it's true now, and it's going to be true 100 years from now. I really think that it's such a beautifully written and important and lovely, lovely, lovely story that way, and I think everybody should experience it. My favorite piece of music in the show is probably Try to Remember. I just think it's gorgeous, and I think the words are so beautiful, and I'm a nostalgia person. I love to dream and remember about past things, and that song just like always hits me right in the heart, and I could just cry and cry and cry every time it happens, and I love that. It would be that one. I hope that when people come to see the Fantasticks, they get taken on an amazing journey and they see things that they didn't expect to see, and they experience some real wonders that they didn't expect to experience, and that they laugh and they cry and they go home and they are with their loved ones.